It was supposed to be just another normal shift at a busy Burger King restaurant in Vancouver, Canada. For 24 years, a quiet and hard-working woman named Usha Ram had followed the same routine almost every day. She arrived early, tied on her apron, and spent hours in the kitchen cooking burgers and fries for hundreds of customers. Many of her co-workers had come and gone over the years, but Usha stayed. The restaurant had practically become a second home. Her job wasn't glamorous, and the pay was small, but it helped her support her family, including her disabled husband and daughter. After nearly a quarter of a century of loyal service, she never imagined that a simple misunderstanding over a meal would suddenly end her career. One evening in December 2013, Usha finished a long shift and realized something unfortunate. She had forgotten her wallet at home. Normally, employees could buy food at a discount, but without money, she couldn't purchase anything. Feeling hungry after hours of work, she approached her manager and asked if she could take a fish sandwich home. They were speaking in Hindi, her native language, and she believed the manager had given permission. Relieved, she prepared a small meal to take with her, a fish sandwich, some fries, and an orange soda. It seemed harmless to her. After all, employees were already allowed free drinks during their shifts, and she assumed the meal was acceptable. Without hiding anything, she packed the food and left the restaurant at the end of the night. But what Usha believed was a simple meal was seen very differently by management. According to the manager, permission had only been given for the sandwich, not the fries or the drink. The next time Usha came to work, she was called into a meeting with supervisors. Instead of beginning her shift like usual, she was confronted with accusations of theft. Management claimed that by taking the fries and drink without specific authorization, she had violated company policy. Usha was shocked. She tried to explain that she thought the entire meal had been approved and even offered to pay for the extra items. But the decision had already been made. After 24 years of service, she was fired on the spot. The most shocking part was the value of the food. After employee discounts were calculated, the fries and drink together were worth only about 50 cents. Despite the tiny amount, the restaurant had a strict zero tolerance policy for unauthorized food, and management insisted the rule had been broken. Usha left the building devastated. For someone who had dedicated decades of loyalty to the company, losing her job over such a small misunderstanding felt incredibly unfair. She later described feeling anxious and depressed after the incident, unsure how she would support her family. Eventually, the story didn't end there. When lawyers and labor experts heard about the case, they believed the punishment was far too harsh. Usha decided to challenge the firing in court. During the trial, the judge carefully examined the situation, the language barrier, a long history of honest work, and the fact that she had not tried to hide the food. The court concluded that there was no real intention to steal. Instead, it was simply a misunderstanding between employee and manager. The judge ruled that firing someone with a 24-year clean record over such a minor issue was unreasonable and unduly insensitive. In the end, the court ordered the company to compensate her with about $46,000 in damages and lost wages. The ruling became widely discussed as an example of how workplace discipline should be fair and proportional. For many people, the story wasn't just about fries and a drink, it was about loyalty, respect, and how a lifetime of dedication shouldn't be erased by a misunderstanding worth less than $1.